Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. We start with some traffic alerts as you begin your week. WSDOT is warning drivers about lane closures on the Highway 16 bridge over the Canadian Pacific Railroad in La Crosse. The work will cause directional closures tomorrow, plus on May 13th and 14th for a bridge inspection in the area. Drivers are advised to use alternate routes. And more road work is coming to I-90 in Winona County. Minnesota DOT says resurfacing between Dakota and Nodine begins tomorrow, with lane closures expected through the fall. The westbound bridge over Winona County Road 101 will also be replaced, and that road will be closed and detoured for several months starting in mid-May. The DOT says eastbound lanes are expected to reopen before westbound as work moves along. Well, no relief at the pump for drivers. AAA now reporting that the average cost of gasoline in the U.S. is up to $4.45 a gallon, up 34 cents from just a week ago. It's also an increase of $1.47 since the start of the war. The U.S. war on Iran has choked global oil supplies, causing gas prices to surge. Now, these rising gas prices are hitting rideshare drivers in the Midwest, especially in Minneapolis, very hard. Some say it's almost impossible to earn a living. WCCO's Derek James has their story.
Gas prices are climbing.
It is definitely an impact. I mean, going from $2 and now you're at, what, $4.09?
And for rideshare drivers like Stephen Mayer, those costs are cutting deeper into their bottom line, especially for those behind the wheel full time.
I would say about $20 a day. Add that on to possibly 1 to 2 fill-ups a day. So that's $40 a day. You do that 5 days a week, it definitely can impact.
Uber and Lyft offer some gas price relief like fuel rewards, but rideshare drivers tell us it's not nearly enough.
I'm looking at right now $75 a day in fuel alone.
Longtime driver Romeo Tillman says beyond the cost of gas, there's another problem: fewer rides.
Within the 3 hours I've been out here working, I've made $0.
Lyft told us it recognizes the pressure, pointing to a 60-day relief program offering cashback rewards and fuel savings. In a statement, the company says when costs spike, we want drivers to choose Lyft because they feel like the platform works for them, not against them. But drivers say even with those programs, the numbers still don't add up.
If we get anywhere beyond where we are right now, it's going to be catastrophic. These drivers right now are none of us are making it at all. It's a huge struggle.
With gas prices continuing to rise, many drivers say they're being forced to rethink how long they can stay on the road. Have you thought about quitting?
I have, but I can't.
Rideshare drivers continue to push for a change in a law to allow them to unionize and bargain for better wages. Well, we certainly had a pleasant weekend. It's too bad it won't be around to stay.
Well, we got one more day for some areas for Monday before we're going to drop those temperatures back to what we had last week, which means 50s are coming back. In the meantime, it's still going to be a mild overnight and fairly quiet, calm conditions all 3 locations. Still in the 50s too. We do have a system that'll be approaching, but overall temperatures will stay fairly mild, mid to upper 40s or low 50s depending on location. Cloud cover will begin to increase towards the morning as the front begins to approach from the northwest, but waking up the evening, it's going to be cloud covered and increase, but dry. But notice the wind, it's going to start picking up out of the southwest and then turn to the west-northwest, 17 to 20 miles per hour by noon by Eau Claire as the front begins to push through this cold front. The cold front will only get to La Crosse until the afternoon time frame, so the winds will be out of the southwest, turning more west. But notice once again, pretty gusty and strong winds that you'll experience, but still getting up to 72 by the time we get to noon. Overall, we do have that big cool down to kind of show you how long that'll last. If we got any shower or storm along with this, and maybe give you a first glimpse of what Mother's Day weekend looks like. All that coming up a bit later.
All right, thank you, Greg. A new traveling exhibit is bringing Revolutionary War history to Winona. The American Revolution Experience opens today at the Winona County History Center, hosted by the Winona chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. The pop-up exhibit features interactive displays, digital kiosks, and personal stories designed to connect visitors with the people who shaped the nation's founding.
The artwork, I think, is very, very beautiful. And also the fact that it's such a unique exhibit and it's really focused on the people that you wouldn't normally be aware of that lived during this experience in the 1700s.
The exhibit runs through May 14th with hours daily from 10 to 4. Governor Tony Evers ordering flags across Wisconsin to half staff today, honoring firefighters who have died in the line of duty. The order coincides with the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial Service and declares this weekend as Fallen Firefighters Memorial Weekend. Evers says firefighters risk their lives every day and their sacrifice will never be forgotten. A local church tour in La Crosse offering a unique look at area stained glass landmarks. The guided tour kicks off at Mary of the Angels Chapel, then takes visitors to several churches across the city, including San Damiano Chapel, First Lutheran, Christ Episcopal, and St. Joseph the Workman Cathedral. Organizers say proceeds from the event will benefit the Wafer Food Pantry.
Mary of the Angelorum Chapel, the windows are of such quality where it's just remarkable to see the history, the artistry that goes into it. And so for me, it's both the story, but also the giftedness of the artists who put the stained glass together.
The tour includes both walking and trolley stops, giving participants a chance to explore each location, and they aim to host future events at other area churches. Families in Onalaska are bringing color to Northern Hills Elementary today. The 5th annual Color Hawk Walk taking place this evening. The free event includes a DJ dance party, lawn games, a group color toss, and laps around the school.
This was the first event that we had approval to do a really big community event. So that's really what it is. It's just community building with our Northern Hills families. Everybody comes out. We've had beautiful weather for all 5 years. So it's just a really wonderful time to get everybody together and enjoy the sunshine.
Proceeds from the event are going to help support the Northern Hills PTO. A local author is turning family time into something much bigger. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the newsroom with the story. Jadius.
Yeah, Brooklyn, what started as time together for a grandmother and her granddaughters has now turned into 2 published books. La Crosse author Alice Benson teamed up with her granddaughters Genevieve and Greta to write 2 books. The stories Trapped in a Tablet and Nana Was a Bootlegger are based on the girls' ideas and focuses on themes like family and self-discovery. For Grandma, the project means more than just finishing a book.
As a grandmother, it was just something so special to me. And you always hope that you can do something with your grandchildren that will be meaningful. And so, of course, that's my hope, is that we've worked on some wonderful memories together.
And for the girls, it was a chance to see their imagination turn into something real.
It was awesome, especially when it was officially published. She made it very easy to connect just floating ideas I have in my head sometime to the story and weave them all together.
I'd say I'm a pretty good writer. And I get a lot of ideas. I just have a lot of trouble actually working with them and finishing them. She was really the one who was sticking it out, writing it, working on it a lot.
And the family will host a book reading and launch May 22nd at the Nature Place. Reporting in the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, JDS. Still to come, the Freedom Honor Flight taking off. We'll have more on this year's Pat Stevens Memorial Flight coming up.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Get Grandma's home-style meatloaf with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn for $18.99, as well as mixers for $4.50. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
May is Better Hearing Month. Come in for your free, no-obligation hearing exam at the Better Hearing Center. It's always easier to get help sooner rather than later. You adapt easier when you're younger.
I think some of the big things people will say is, why did I wait so long? It was easy, and I'm really enjoying the things that I used to again. The family's happier, they're happier, and they're enjoying their life again. May is Better Hearing Month, so come in for your free hearing screening at Better Hearing Center.
It's customer appreciation time at Wesco, and we're saying thank you with exclusive savings on furniture and bedding, and your deal is just one spin away. Every spin wins, whether you're upgrading your bedroom or furnishing your dream living room. Now's the perfect time to save in style. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Stop in and spin before this deal rolls away. And don't forget to tell them Peyton sent you.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Get Grandma's homestyle meatloaf with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn for $18.99, as well as mixers for $4.50. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
The Freedom Honor Flight brings local veterans to see the memorials built in their honor. News 8 Now photographer Bree Gasper was at the takeoff for this week's eyepiece.
Known to all of us and the entire community as Positive Pat, he was truly the guiding light of this organization.
This is a bittersweet, as we love doing what we do for all these veterans, but this is our first flight without Pat Stevens. The plane lands, and he was always there to greet every veteran, say welcome home, and I was always right next to him taking pictures, and it won't be there anymore. He was always a cheerful, positive Pat, and we're gonna miss that.
Pat was kind of the glue that held us together. Pat and I are the ones that, after the veterans leave for the flight, Pat and I stay back and we get things organized for their return home. So I'm really going to miss Pat. This is a hard morning.
I know how much Freedom Honor Flight meant to Pat, and he worked on it since 2008, that this was a special time for him. So I'm just proud that they're doing this in memory of him. Probably the favorite part is seeing the smiles on the faces of the vets when they come off that plane at night, knowing that they've had a great day, but also being given the respect and honor that they so deserve for their service to our country.
Now, this was the 34th flight since 2008. Still to come, a new peace proposal submitted by Iran now being reviewed by the president. We'll have the latest on the conflict after the break.
And one more mild and actually windy day before we go back to the 50s. We'll break down how long this stretch of 50-degree weather will last and what Mother's Day weekend kind of looks like. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Park Bank is working in your best interest, and we have something interesting for you.
There's a lot of interest in our money market accounts at 1.69% APY.
Interested? Contact us at Park Bank, member FDIC.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment?
Then you know there can be unpredictability.
Workarounds. And avoiding.
It was time to make a change.
I changed. I changed too.
My doctor recommended Rinvoq, a once daily pill.
I got rapid symptom relief at 2 weeks. Check. Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting remission, meaning few to no symptoms. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
For another year, Home Furniture is teaming up with the Minnesota Ovarian Cancer Alliance to raise funds for research, increase awareness, and support women and their families.
Make a purchase at home and donate $10 to MOCA and get an extra 10% off sale prices.
Together, we can make an impact. Shop for a cause and donate $10 for MOCA.
And save an extra 10% off our sale prices.
Thank you for supporting a cure by shopping at Home Furniture. And join us in September for Home Teal Strides Walk and Run for ovarian cancer research.
Mother's Day is almost here, and it's time to visit Jolivet Family Farms. 8 greenhouses full of a wide variety of flowers, vegetables, and plants, all grown for this climate. Jolivet's features one of the area's largest selections of hanging baskets, herbs of all kinds, horseradish, and sweet potato plants. Take home a strawberry rhubarb pie, rhubarb crisp, or try the new peanut butter pie from our homemade bakery. All this and so much more. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Park Bank is working in your best interest, and we have something interesting for you.
Savers, it's your turn. Let us pique your interest at Park Bank with 3.79% APY on one-year CDs.
Interested? Contact us at Park Bank, member FDIC.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The U.S. conflict with Iran has been going on for more than 2 months. President Trump and members of his administration are saying this weekend that the conflict is not a war and that Iran has submitted a new plan aimed at bringing a permanent resolution. CBS News' Olivia Gaziz has the latest.
President Trump said late Saturday that he's reviewing a new 14-point peace proposal that was submitted by Iran aimed at ending the conflict.
Again, they want to make a deal. They're decimated. They're having a hard time figuring out who their leader is.
According to Iran state media, Tehran's latest proposal to the U.S. calls for issues between the two nations to be resolved within 30 days and aims to end the war rather than extend the ceasefire. Over the weekend, President Trump also defended his decision not to seek congressional approval for the conflict required by the War Powers Resolution after 60 days.
Many presidents have been involved in things that are very big. They never had to go through anything with respect to Congress.
On Sunday's Meet the Press, Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche said the U.S. is not currently at war with Iran.
As we said to Congress last week, there has been nothing going on, no hostilities, no exchange of fire since in almost a month. And how do you end a conflict? How do you end this? You have a ceasefire, and that's exactly what we have, and Congress knows that.
All of this comes as Democratic lawmakers speak out against a U.S. military presence in the region, arguing the U.S. should not be funding another long-term conflict in the Middle East.
And what I am not going to do is continue the pattern, like we continued in Iraq and Afghanistan, of throwing good money after bad and constantly funding conflicts that never end and will not end up in a good result for America. Right? That is exactly what we did in Iraq and Afghanistan. And somebody has to say, enough is enough.
The ongoing conflict has contributed to rising gas prices, with the Midwest hardest hit. Gas prices in Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan have climbed about $1 a gallon in the last 7 days. Olivia Gazis, CBS News, Doral, Florida.
Well, we had quite a weekend full of sunshine. Now we'll hand it over to Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart for what the week looks like ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you were looking for 70-degree weather to continue, we're not. We're going to kind of flip back into this 50-degree weather. But the good news is severe weathers look minimum, and if you're looking for dry conditions, for the most part, we're looking dry probably all the way to really next Tuesday, Wednesday, when maybe a better shot of rainfall will occur. So that's one positive news with the dry stretch after a very wet April. We still have windy conditions on Monday due to the front, so the winds ahead of it, southwest, pretty gusty, and then they'll turn around to the west-northwest and remain gusty all the way through the evening hour. The storm chance or the coverage is going to be very low or isolated at best, and I'll show you most areas will likely just remain dry. It's just going to be a wind change. Cooler, that means, as I've already mentioned, 50s back, and that also brings in the potential for frost or freeze at night, given all the way probably potentially through Friday morning. The good news for Mother's Day weekend, we're starting to see some improvement in temperatures, and for the most part it looks dry. We might have a slight rain chance going in there. But everyone, for Star Wars fans, of course, tomorrow is May 4th, so that's a big holiday for a lot of people that are really into it. Overall, there's your temperatures for Eau Claire. That shower chance is very low, but there is one for the Eau Claire area. La Crosse, more maybe a storm, but you see you get all the way up to 71 before falling back to just 69 because the front will come later, probably around 2 to 3 in the afternoon time frame for most of it. There's your temperatures overall. So the further north you go, cooler just because the front comes through earlier. Further south, there might be a few areas that might hit 80 degrees too. Don't forget also the fire risk going on. This is fairly dry atmosphere with the winds picking up. You might see some elevated fire concern yet because we're not totally 100% green quite yet for a lot of areas. As we go into Monday night, that's when we start seeing some temperature issues, but not too bad going into Monday night, given we'll have clouds and winds still kind of going on. Some of the colder spots could get to freezing. As we go into Tuesday, sun in the morning, more clouds in the afternoon, similar to what we had last week. Temperatures back in the 50s or upper 40s, so a good 10 to 15 degrees below average. And once again with that north wind. As we go now into Tuesday night, that gets a little bit more concerned because some of the colder spots, as we already know, Black River Falls, Medford, Stanley, you can get into the mid to upper 20s. So don't be surprised to see more freeze or frost advisories come back for a lot of areas going into Wednesday morning. We could repeat that too going into Wednesday night, but Wednesday, pretty much a copy of Tuesday with the afternoon cloud cover coming back in. Still remaining dry for the most part, although you might see a shower chance on Wednesday. It's still fairly low, mid-50s, and then going once again back into Thursday morning, you're going to see more of that coming out. Overall, here's your front that we're kind of tracking. There's a lot of cool air behind it, not a lot of moisture to work with. It's just really of a temperature change. The real better moisture is separated well to the south, and it's not going to be able to tap into that until it gets kind of south of the area. And you can see overall, here's the gusts that are at the locations there. You'll notice the arrows too and see those change. Tomorrow morning, just the cloud cover increases throughout the day as you go basically north to south. The winds will begin to turn around to the west-northwest, probably about noon for Eau Claire, 2 to 3 in the afternoon for La Crosse. Then you'll start seeing a little bit in the afternoon of just some isolated showers picking up, maybe a very thin line towards the evening and maybe a storm in that. But overall, not expecting a lot. The winds continue across Monday night, and you'll see the cloud cover begin to decrease overall. As I mentioned, we're going to see a little bit of a warm up through the weekend. We may get 70 on the weekend, although we do have a system that's coming pretty close to us Saturday into Sunday, so cloud cover's on the increase, so we'll keep an eye on that. But overall, even if that does pan out, it's definitely not a washout or really significant weather with it. It just means more cloud cover and delays the 70s. So a cool week, fairly dry still. That's the good news, and hopefully that'll continue through Mother's Day weekend.
Okay, I'll take this cool week over that severe weather we had.
Oh yeah, I mean everyone's
past.
quiet weather and a lot of record level water we had in April, so it's good to be dry for at least a little bit.
Absolutely. All right, thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, an injury update on a Timberwolves star as round 2 of the playoffs approaches. Plus, the Brewers with their sights set on a weekend sweep out in our nation's capital. Jacob is in next.
This Monday, one day only, earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40 you spend, in-store and online. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Here I am, field trip chaperone.
Before helping prevent migraine with Qulipta, it was hard keeping plans.
And look at me now.
You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making more zero migraine days possible to help give that forget you get migraine feeling.
Don't take if allergic. Stop taking and get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes.
Ask your doctor about Qulipta to help prevent migraine.
Chevy drivers need a truck that shows up the same way they do. That's why Chevy Silverado is #1 in manufacturer loyalty. So they can go where others won't and always get it done. And as long as Chevy people keep showing up, we'll keep building trucks that do the same.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing or $6,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, get an additional $1,000 when you trade in an eligible vehicle. And now, eligible military personnel can get $1,000 bonus cash on most Chevy models.
We found that about half the public, half the population do not have any kind of dental insurance, so we came out with what's called Badger Smiles Club. For an annual fee, it covers your exams, your cleanings, x-rays, emergency visits during the year. All your preventive maintenance stuff is taken care of. That allows you to come in without having to worry about being nickeled and dimed. Things are taken care of. Then if you ever need dental work, crowns, fillings, that kind of thing, you get a 10% discount for all that as well. Give us a call at 608-707-1000.
This Monday, one day only, earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40 you spend, in-store and online. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, entering the day, the Brewers were 4th in the NL Central with an 18-14 overall record, a testament to how good the division has been so far. Milwaukee going for their 4th win in a row in D.C. Logan Henderson getting his first major league start of the year for the Crew, and the visitors gave the young hurler a lead in the 5th inning as with runners on 2nd and 3rd, Joey Ortiz carries one to deep left center. It'll be caught, but it's deep enough to score Brandon Lockridge. But Milwaukee didn't have the lead for long as Henderson ran into some trouble in the bottom of the 5th. Nasim Nunez singles, and that will score C.J. Abrams. The next batter is going to be Jose Tena, and he doesn't leave Nunez out there on the bases for very long as that's a gapper to right center to give the Nationals the lead. Now the Brewers would get the game-tying run in scoring position, but Brandon Lockridge would strike out as the Crew dropped the series finale in our nation's capital. And another injury update regarding a key Brewers contributor, but this one fairly good news, you could say, after fouling a pitch off his ankle in a rehab appearance yesterday with the Sounds in AAA. X-rays have come back negative for Jackson Chourio. He was removed from the game as a precautionary measure. Now, Chourio was expected to return to the big league club in St. Louis this week, but now the plan will depend on how his foot feels over the next couple days. Twins hoping for a series split with the Blue Jays in Minnesota. Getting busy in the first inning offensively. Victor Caratini rips one through the infield into right field, and there is going to be no play at the plate as the Twins go up 1. Same score in the 5th inning until Luke Keeschel centers on that pitch and splits the gap in left center. And here comes Caratini chugging around third base, and he eventually will just barely score to go up by 2. And later in the frame, Matt Wallner going down, getting the pitch. This one bouncing off the wall out there, and Cody Clemens will score easily. The Blue Jays would rally down just one with 2 ducks in the pond, but Justin Topa induces the 4-6-3 double play, and the Twins hang on for the 4-3 victory. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves are about to start their second round series with the Spurs tomorrow. Minnesota looking to reach the Western Conference Finals for the 3rd straight season. If they can repeat some of the success they had against Victor Wembanyama and San Antonio from the regular season, where the T-Wolves took 2 out of 3. One major storyline will be the availability of Anthony Edwards, as he's still dealing with that knee injury, but Chris Finch is hopeful that his superstar will return.
Obviously it'd be a huge shot in the arm to get him back, you know. You know, he's moving in the right direction, but we still don't know what that really looks like. But yeah, I mean, it's been good to have him just around the team again. It's like, you know, have his energy back, and you know, he's paying close attention to the game plan and everything like that. So he's locking in.
Now, an ESPN reports that Edwards will miss the start of the series, but there is growing optimism that he could return to the lineup in the coming week, meaning possibly game 3 or 4, though he is listed as questionable for game 1. And the Wild beginning their second round matchup in the Western Conference playoffs today. And if you like goals, well, this is the game for you. Minnesota, though, trailing to top-seeded Colorado in the 3rd period. Nazem Kadri just scored to make it 7-5 Colorado. Some congratulations are in order for the UWL men's and women's track and field teams, as both were crowned champions at the WIAC meet yesterday. It is the 14th straight for the women's program and 40th in school history. The ladies won 8 event titles on Saturday. Meanwhile, on the men's side, it's their 4th straight, but more importantly, more impressively, 33rd in the last 34 years and 60th in program history. The men won 9 events on day 2. It was quite the doubleheader for the Winona State softball team today, as the Warriors won game 1 on a walk-off homer courtesy of Ava Smith, and then Izzy Howe spun her second no-hitter of the weekend to help WSU clinch the NSIC regular season title for the first time since 2019. It's the 6th time in program history, and Winona State finished the regular season with a 47-8 overall mark and 26-4 in league play. And a prestigious honor for a couple area standout athletes, as well as in the classroom, as today Aquinas senior Logan Becker and West Salem senior Josie Brudos were recognized as WIAA Scholar Athlete Award recipients. The ceremony highlights 32 kids from around the state for their work in the classroom, their leadership skills, as well as their performance in different sports during their high school career. All right, that's going to do it for sports. Brooklyn has more news on the way after this quick break.
Starting a remodel, clean out, or big move? At Two Guys in a Dumpster, our residential dumpsters make cleanup easy. Just toss it all in and we'll handle the rest. Affordable, convenient, stress-free. Call 608-790-JUNK or book online at twoguysinAdumpster.com.
Maxwell White wants you to love your water. Preventative maintenance helps to keep the love going. Maxwell White can get your equipment running right so it can last longer and save you money. Call Maxwell White today. Water conditioning done right.
Back again, Jeff? Well, I'm future you. Our doctor figured out why your constipation with belly pain keeps coming back. It's IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess is not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save.
It's
It's Customer Appreciation Time at Wesco, and we're saying thank you with exclusive savings on furniture and bedding, and your deal is just one spin away. Every spin wins, whether you're upgrading your bedroom or furnishing your dream living room. Now's the perfect time to save in style. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Stop in and spin before this deal rolls away. And don't forget to tell them Peyton sent you.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day.
Tired of hard water and harsh chlorine? Maxwell White Water Conditioning brings you the all-new Dual Media Water Softener. Say hello to softer skin, luxurious hair, and water that feels amazing. Call Maxwell White today, where better water starts here.
At Midwest Roll-Off, we've got your commercial cleanup covered. Finished a construction project? Remodeling your facility? Count on reliable, efficient roll-off dumpster service every time. Big job or small, we haul it away safely and hassle-free. Contact Midwest Roll-Off today.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
While the Kentucky Derby was happening yesterday, a different type of derby was raising money for a good cause. Now, there's no horses involved. Instead, it is the Mouse Derby. Now, this is the 4th year of the Dream Factory's Mouse Derby, a fundraiser that makes dreams come true for ill children. Folks bet on their favorite mouse to win cash prizes, and even a roulette wheel is run by a mouse. Well, don't go too far. Greg will have a final look at your weather when we come back.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Real honest news between dance challenges and book recommendations. Follow us on TikTok at WKBT News 8 Now.
Get a sleep like no other on a handmade mattress from Heirloom at Home Sleep Express. Right now, get a free head-up adjustable base with a queen or king heirloom mattress and pay no interest for 5 years. Heirloom, the perfect sleep night after night at Home Sleep Express.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. Now I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. See a head-to-head study of Rinvoq versus another treatment at Rinvoq.com/see the data. Talk to your dermatologist if you're not doing well on your current pill or injection to see if Rinvoq is right for you.
Bring on the fun and bring home a new Honda. Honda vehicles are built for exploring with available features like all-terrain tires, off-road tuned suspension, and Trail Watch. All from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
May is Better Hearing Month. Come in for your free, no-obligation hearing exam at the Better Hearing Center. It's always easier to get help sooner rather than later. You adapt easier when you're younger.
I think some of the big things people will say is, why did I wait so long? It was easy, and I'm really enjoying the things that I used to again. The family's happier, they're happier, and they're enjoying their life again. May is Better Hearing Month, so come in for your free hearing screening at Better Hearing Center.
Time for a floor refresh at Homeworld Rugs. Take an extra 10% off area rug sale prices on the Midwest's largest selection of contemporary, traditional, urban, casual styles, and more. Find the perfect piece for your space. 10% off area rugs, now at Homeworld Rugs.
Very good news. It'll be a mild start to the Monday morning. We'll be upper 40s to low 50s. Cloud cover is on the increase, but it's going to remain dry, and you'll notice the winds start to pick up out of the southwest. It's going to turn to the northwest eventually. Temperatures ranging from mid-60s further north to maybe 80 as you go further south. Just depends on when this cold front comes through. There'll be a few showers or storms out there, but most areas are really just going to see a wind shift and cooler air. Obviously, everyone's going to see Tuesday, Wednesday, and that means, yes, frost freeze might be back again.
Might need a little light coat, but not too bad.
Yeah, by that
That's true.
time. Yep.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.